everybody. How are we? Yeah, as usual, we are going to do our marking. Get ready, get pencils, get the exercise, and then we mark. Okay? Carefully, we will read together, and as we listen to the feedback. My mother sent me to the shop in order to buy soap for her. Fred makes practice every day in order to become physically fit. The pedestrian walked along the pavement in order to avoid being knocked down. I write well in order to be marked by the teacher. The hairdresser bought some hair dye in order to treat our hair. The potter took the pots to the market in order to sell them. I repeat that number. We are coming to the end of the week. Thank you very much for being so good like that. I always appreciate. And today we are going to look at the use of so as. And remember, we are still on conditional sentences. And as usual, at the end of the lesson, we shall have the end of week test, right? I have some examples I want to share with you. And before we share the examples, this is your success criteria. I can construct sentences using so as. Can you? I'm sure by the end of the lesson, you will be able to do so. So here are the examples I want us to share. My mother sent me to the shop so as to buy soap for her. Godfrey makes practice every day so as to be physically fit. That's all I have for that. And as usual, I want you to share with everyone around there. Can you make some sentences using so as? Please try. After that, we do the exercise. Rewrite the sentences using so as. The beggar asked for some food. He wanted to clear hunger. Mr. Honorable traveled to the village with an aim of talking to his voters. Number 3, the porter lifted the luggage with an intention of taking it to the taxi. Professor Joseph hurried to come to school in order to teach the morning lesson. The orphans visited dentists in order to treat their teeth. Grace wrote a letter to her father because she wanted to get scholastic materials. Remember, you're rewriting the sentences using so as. Yes, my good ones, our exercise is there. I'll kindly ask you to pause the video after copying the exercise, and then again you copy the test, the end of week test, right? Okay. Now I will kindly ask you to pause the video, do the exercise quickly because I want to mark it before we do the test, right? So that on Monday we only have the test to mark, right? Good. Like we said earlier along, we are supposed to mark our exercise before we do the test, and I'm sure you are done. Okay. Number 1, the beggar asked for some food so as to clear the hunger. Number 2, Mr. Honorable traveled to the village so as to talk to his voters. Number 3, the porter lifted the luggage so as to take it to the taxi park. Number 4, Professor Joseph hurried to come to school so as to teach the morning lesson. Number 5, the orphans visited a dentist so as to treat their teeth. And lastly, Grace wrote a letter to her father so as to get scholastic materials. So please prepare yourselves and get ready for the test. Yeah, end of week English test. I'll only read the instructions. The rest of the work you'll be able to read. Rewrite the sentences beginning unless. Then you also rewrite the following sentences using if one. Then again you rewrite the following sentences begin. I'm sorry, my friends. Okay. Rewrite the following sentences beginning with unless. Then rewrite the following sentences using in order to. And lastly, write 4 sentences of your own using so as. I have no problem if you share with your friends or you ask anyone to help you. Okay?